Coach. The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53's Mike. Crunch time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room?
Mike, 53.
Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lowering the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Hey, let's make it a long day.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Nightmares, son. You gonna see nightmares.
SOS.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
SOS.
He's got Lockett. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the
Come on, baby, let's go.
first.
Get excited. Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys were able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Go. 280. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Check 26,
On
check
first
26.
and 10, here's Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack.
You better talk
Back
to your
at
boy.
the
You better talk to
47-yard
your boy. Have him
line.
protect you.
Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Watch out.
Great 57.
You don't want.
Bus. Kill. Hey, shift. Turn it up. Ramp. 26. Check.
Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Eyes up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number one that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Woo! Let's get it. Hatchet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Friday.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Rip right.
It's caught. Lockett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Boom! I see you, boy. I see you.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Kill.
14.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Now they try the right side here.
Run.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll be a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it, back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
4 down. Check.
Now a handoff looking right, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Baby, let's go.
A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He finds an opening past the 40. He cuts it right. And the cutback to the sideline. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 19-yard line. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello, how about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming.
Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability.
Yeah, baby.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check. 53's Mike.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 36.
Hey, alert.
Let's go.
Hey, 0.
53. Mike, 53.
Hey, let's get get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Guys, 4 down, 4 down.
3rd and 2. Now
Guys,
Wilson.
pick it up.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way
There we
in.
go.
Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Sanders.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I got you.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Baby, let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive
47.
underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
Mike's
But at the same
47.
time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
Double dog.
Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again.
It's going to be a
Wilson.
long day.
He's going to
It's
look
gonna be a
deep down the
long
field.
day.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and
Come
10
on out here, come
after
get some.
back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
He's coming.
Gun.
Double up.
47,
Now it's Wilson.
You're not ready.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, Jackson. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Go. 180.
57's the mic.
You ain't going nowhere. 82.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. 120. Here we go.
Watch tight end.
Man 5-7.
Hey, we got 3 down.
No. Off.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So we'll reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendencies. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Run.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
It's coming again.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Twist.
Watch safety creeping.
Sunday.
Creeping.
7's up. Mike 7.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Mike.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Man, I got you.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Jim.
Check 99.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40.
Run!
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A
That's
great
it.
effort there.
Touchdown.
His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We want it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3-5-7.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Hey, that's all day,
Charles,
baby.
not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? And look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Check 43.
13. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
53's, Mike.
Go.
I don't even know why this.
Watch the edge.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Run.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
You got tight right there. Check.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
53. Come on, baby. What you got?
Now a handoff looking right. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Check,
the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Here we go.
This complete to Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All
We've
day,
been around this
baby.
league for a
All
while,
day.
and many
We
coaches
coming all day.
never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem
Watch the
all
slant.
night
Watch this.
long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wentz on the give to Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Check 4.
Kill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
We got right. I got you.
Kill.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All day, every day.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
53.
Wilson.
Mike.
Come on, D.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 17
go,
on that
boys,
one.
bring
Move
it
the
up.
chains. First down, Seahawks. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
Hey,
And
alert
let's face it,
alert
all
three.
of them, they all want to be number 1.
Zebra.
4-7's a Mike. 4-7's a Mike.
Now Wilson on first down.
Stop, baby. That's baby stop.
He'll find Metcalf. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Check by 47.
Hey, 0.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
53. Check
So it's
53.
Seahawk football
Let's
as
go,
we
D.
march
Tighten
toward
up.
a conclusion.
Let's go, D.
They've got
Tighten
a
up.
2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Mike.
Front left, front left.
Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for the penalty? I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender's making sure he's got to hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Back to you.
And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect